go ahead and hit the like button. Once I'm finished with the posting, comment on my commentary and share if you care, share if you don't care. Okay, so y'all, this is a lot of information. Like, I thought I was just going to give y'all this video about this dude, tell you how disgusting he was, how crazy he looks, maybe post a clip of it, and that it would be that easy. Well, no, it's so much information that I have notes. I always do notes, but like, this just looks like an awful lot of notes. Okay, so this crazy lunatic's name is Raymond Weber. Weber. He is known as Zeno. I don't think people really know him like that, but he has a brother that is actually a local rapper in California, and they call him Uzi Marcus. Uzi, whatever. These people are, not to judge them or anything, but just from what I've been reading and listening to, they just don't come from a good background. So even though Uzi is the actual star of the family, this story is about his brother Raymond. So just to give you a little bit of background, Raymond has had a few assault charges in the past. I think 2014, 2006, yeah, 2006. That's a long stretch. That's why I had to look at that. But anyway, so the event that we want to talk about today is something that happened on January 31st. Now, I know when I watch like people explain like gruesome crime stories, sometimes if they like sell something or they just kind of look a certain way, I'd be like, why are you doing this in a time like this? We're talking about a tragic situation, right? So I don't want y'all to be like, why is she smiling? Why is she this? I'm not smiling about what actually happened. It's just the point that this dude, I don't know. I'm trying to deliver some very terrible information about a lunatic, but I don't know. I don't want y'all to think I'm excited about anything. I'm actually disgusted by it, and I hope he never see the light of day again. So anyway, this guy has a girlfriend. She's 26 years old. Let me tell y'all her name. Her name is Savannah LeBerg. Very hard to pronounce, but sorry, gang. Her name was Savannah LeBerg. So the last name is spelled Theberge. And I keep on saying Samantha, but it's Savannah LeBerg. Also, there was another victim there that was 15 years old, but her name is being withheld because she's a minor. There is not a clear indication of what the relationship was between Savannah and the 15-year-old girl. However, they think that the 15-year-old girl was only in Raymond's company due to possible human trafficking. Okay, like I said, this guy is a demon all by himself. So what got him so much, what do you call it, not notoriety, attention, is that Raymond decides to go live one day on Instagram, and he's just on there just talking crazy, looking frantic. I will post the entire clip that I have in the comments, but I'll put a clip of it on here for people who don't want to see the whole thing. But he's just talking crazy. Then he lights a cigarette and he's talking. But y'all, as he's talking, you see women's legs, two sets of legs laying right there. Excuse me. And either the people had to be asleep or unconscious. But his viewers, they're putting two and two together with him acting all crazy and looking crazy, eyes about big. And then seeing these two, what it looks like women's legs laying there, they started to get like really suspicious. So as the live goes on, y'all see that Raymond, he starts kind of talking junk and saying the women try to set him up and something about maybe that's what they get or something. He also accused his own brother, the local star, Uzi Marcus, of trying to set him up as well. So one of Raymond's neighbors actually seen the live, and they decided to call the police so police could come over there and see what was going on with these women. Why are they laid out like this? Couldn't see their faces or anything, but just the limp parts of their bodies. Also, Savannah's mom actually caught wind of the live as well, and she recognized one of Savannah's tattoos, so she knew it was her daughter laying there. She didn't know if she's deceased or not, I guess, at that point, but unfortunately, guys, she was. So Raymond and his brother actually have had a very rough past. There's an incident that happened in the 2000s, early 2000s, where a gun was discharged into a car. This is the words that Uzi Marcus uses. I'll say allegedly a gun was shot into a car aiming at someone else, but it ended up killing a 3-year-old kid. There was not enough evidence to really charge either of them in it. So I think they both got to walk from this. Also, there was another incident with another female, one of their girlfriends, and they think that Raymond actually was the perpetrator of this too, but he had one of his younger brothers to do the deed. But the younger brother, he done what you call no contest to the crime, but he is in jail for the crime. They really wanted to get Raymond on that particular crime, but they didn't have enough proof that he was the one that orchestrated it, because it was actually, I think, Raymond's girlfriend. So here we fast forward to January 31st, 2021, 12:42 in the morning. This dude's on live talking crazy, and actually has the nerves to pick up one of the girl's arms or something. It falls right back down, picks it up. He's steady talking junk to him. So the neighbor who called the police came immediately. So the police thought they could just get him up out of there. They decided to use like chemicals and stuff like that. And it took them a while to actually evacuate the apartment. So once they got it all evacuated, they let the chemicals in or whatever. But Raymond, crazy behind, still didn't come out. He was still in there talking crazy to the people that were deceased. It took y'all like 8 hours to get this dude out. Okay, they finally had to end up going in there and just rushing him and getting him out, which is what they probably should have done a long time ago. But they probably didn't want to do that, because if he's got 2 bodies laying there, possibly whatever he used to get rid of them could possibly go off and he could shoot a neighbor or something like that. So I'm pretty sure that's why it was so much time put into this. But me personally, I think sometimes the police takes too long to do things, and they also put too much effort into doing things. Like, I hate when I see a car pulled over and there's 2 or 3 police cars. Like, they've done me like that. It's like, what type of threat do I pose to where you need 2 other partners to come? You know what I'm saying? So this is one of those situations where they did do the most and take 8 hours. So like, let's say if these women were alive, that's 8 whole hours they had to stay in there with this crazy fool, you know what I'm saying, who's obviously got some problems going on. But thank God, guys. Well, not thank God, but they were actually already deceased. So it turns out that he had beaten them and then shot them, I believe, in the head. And that was the cause of death. Savannah, like I said earlier, Savannah was only 26. She did have a kid. And the 15-year-old girl, again, she's remaining anonymous. And the other YouTubers who I've seen do this story, there's not too many like I thought there would be, but they're saying that even if you know this 15-year-old girl and her identity, not to release it or anything, don't say it in the comments, because the family just wants to stay private and grieve in peace, which I can understand that. Yeah, so basically Mr. Raymond Weber, whatever he wants to be called, I call him Satan, aka Zeno, is a walking horror story. I don't even think I've ever caught anyone's live. There's a lot of people who do crimes and they go live, or they do crimes and they post pictures. Thank God I'm like one of those people that get the information after the fact, because that would just literally creep me out to see it happening live before my eyes. And then to find out that the people who were actually in that video were in fact deceased. So I want to say rest in peace to the 2 victims. And I want to say whoever's holding Raymond, I'm sure he's in jail somewhere in California. Can't even remember the city. I know it wasn't somewhere like LA. It was like a basic city that I hadn't heard of, but hold him in there. Don't let him go. He's obviously got some mental issues. He's obviously got some anger issues, and he obviously does not value life. Because again, this is not the first case that he's been caught up in where somebody lost their life. So let me know what you think about this situation. Let me know what you think about this case. And let me know if anyone has ever heard of Uzi Marcus, because I have never heard of him. Not talking down on the man's music or anything, but I've never heard of him until this. And then when I hear it, I hear that he has kind of a rough background on his own. So it took for his brother to do this crazy mess for him to even get, to me, the attention that a so-called lit local rapper is supposed to have. No shade. Anyways, gang, like, share, comment. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I will be doing videos back and forth about my cosmetic surgery experience, because we have a few people in my audience that look forward to that. But mainly this channel will be crime and horror stories. I'll catch y'all on the next one.